From Southern Polytechnic State University in Marietta, Georgia, Heather Kirksey, the Southern State Showcase is just around the corner.
That's right. We've got a lot to profile about SPSU, and we've got to take you around the conference for all the news. Let's get started. The showcase begins right now.
The Southern State Showcase on Sports South is brought to you by Musco Lighting, Mississippi Gulf Coast, One Path Systems, and National Management Resources.
The Southern State Showcase is underway from Marietta, Georgia and Southern Polytechnic State University. I am John Nelson alongside Heather Kirksey. And Heather, we are in the middle of the alphabet for the entire show.
This show is brought to you by the letter M. Yes, we have features from Mobile, Montgomery, and of course right here in Marietta. We're going to take you around the conference, plenty of news to get to. It's a big show ahead.
All right, so which M is first?
We're going to head to Montgomery.
All right. 8
players from the SSAC were drafted in the MLB draft last year. That's a huge number. One of the reasons that they say it was probably so high was that the conference held a baseball all-star classic last year. Well, they recently had the second annual, the best of the best. The cream of the crop from the SSAC were out there, plenty of scouts on hand, and hopefully a bunch of our guys will be drafted again this season.
The SSAC really is kind of like the SEC of NAI. It's really what it is.
It's a hotbed for baseball talent, and the Southern States Athletic Conference is doing its part to expose that. The conference, along with the help of the City of Montgomery and the Central Alabama Sports Commission, recently hosted its second annual Baseball All-Star Classic, giving professional scouts a chance to meet in one place and see the best players from the SSAC.
Last year, coaches kind of got together and said we really need to do something for our players, help them out as far as with the draft to get them noticed by some of the pro scouts. So we decided that Montgomery was a good central location. They've been real good to us. It's the baseball committee helping us out with the facility.
Each team in the league is asked to bring 6 draft-eligible players to the event, typically 2 pitchers and 4 position players. With so many MLB teams represented, it's understandable that the players selected for the All-Star Classic see this as a huge opportunity.
When they hear their names, when the coaches go back and tell them, I know for our guys, they were on the phone that, right out of the locker room, they go out, get on the phone and say, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm getting to go to this event, get to showcase what I can do. So it's kind of nice to see a smile on their face, when they get the news about this.
It was a busy day for everyone. Position players started by running the 60-yard dash to showcase their speed to the scouts. Then they took batting practice, followed by infield-outfield. After assessing the players' fielding skills, the scouts then watched 2 games, giving the guys a chance to play in real situations.
It can only do the conference, a lot of good because a lot of exposure. And I think the thing that a lot of the small colleges fight, we know what kind of quality players that we have. We know what type of competition that we have, and we're always pleading our case, with the professional scouts. So this really gives them an opportunity to see these guys up close and give these kids an opportunity to showcase their talent. So it's been a really good thing, and I can just see it each year getting better and better.
It's great. Anytime you can get pro attention, it's wonderful, and you bring all the guys together. They can sort of see each other and get a good feel how the conference is and how the good players are and what it takes to be a good player in this conference. And it's a good day for the scouts. I know they like to come to a place that has all the talent right there, and it's a great day for them. It's an easy day actually for them because they do so much driving during the year to go see players, but now you can see sort of the Southern State's best.
Of course, there is plenty of work that has to be done on the diamond in the regular season if these players want to hear their names called in June's draft. But being a part of this new tradition in the SSAC is certainly a wonderful way to start.
This, definitely helps. It gets their names out there early so the scouts can come back and see them during the spring, during the regular season.
It gives the scouts sort of a start to see, what to go look for. If they're looking for this kind of hitter, looking for this kind of pitcher, or arms, it's good to see an arm today if they're 90 plus and see what they can throw, and it gives them an indication. Then they can go see them later in the year, and maybe it did help. I hope it did. That's why we're doing it.
Keep our fingers crossed for the spring when the draft rolls around. The coaches are really excited about having such a platform where scouts can come out and see these guys, because they kind of feel like maybe the conference isn't recognized as much as it should. So hopefully a lot of these SSAC players will have a chance to be drafted come the spring.
No doubt about it. Well done, Heather. That is it for the A block. We come back for the B. We go to our second M, Mobile, Alabama, and catch up with some soccer sisters. And trust me, there's a lot of them, as the Southern State Showcase continues after this.
If you're a fan of the Southern States Athletic Conference, then bookmark SSACsports.com. Visit daily for the latest results, news, standings, and webcasts. Follow your favorite teams and conference at SSACsports.com.
On the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the fish are still biting. Our casinos are as exciting as ever, with 24-hour gaming and top-name entertainment. Our golf courses are open for play, and our seafood is as fresh as ever. There's plenty of fun for you and your family, and we welcome you with open arms. The Mississippi Gulf Coast, open for business, open for you. Book your visit today.
From Little League to the big leagues, Musco specializes in sports lighting around the world. Musco's light structure green sports lighting cuts operating costs in half with less energy use, cuts spill light by half, provides guaranteed constant light levels, and includes a 25-year warranty. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
How do students decide which college or university to attend? Of course, it's based on your reputation, but their first impression of your campus is so important. How do you make that first impression count? By making sure every detail is attended to, with manicured grounds, immaculate maintained buildings, and a welcoming feeling throughout campus. National Management Resources Corporation provides exceptional facilities management services. We make sure that first impression is picture perfect.
The number one can make or break a great game. One hit.
And it's going back. It is out of here.
One goal. One shot. 1 second. When it comes to technology solutions, excellence is defined by one. One Path, competitively connected. One Path is proud to be the sponsor of excellence for the Southern States Athletic Conference.
If you're a fan of the Southern States Athletic Conference, then bookmark SSACsports.com. Visit daily for the latest results, news, standings, and webcasts. Follow your favorite teams and conference at SSACsports.com.
Welcome back. Second segment now on the Southern State Showcase, and we are in one of the toughest places to play here in the conference, the Hornet's Nest here on the Southern Polytechnic State campus, but we're going to go outdoors for our next story.
We're going to talk a little bit of soccer down at Spring Hill. You know, I've heard about sibling rivalries and never experienced it myself as an only child. You did, of course. Well, 5 young ladies that are on the Spring Hill soccer team are actually sisters from 2 different families. We've got 3 from one, 2 from another, and believe it or not, all 5 of the women went to the same high school in St. Louis, Missouri. It is a small world, and of course, things get pretty competitive on the pitch. Here's Chris Brenneman to tell you more about the Gallon and Pendergast sisters.
We'll scream at each other on and off the field, and I mean, we know each other really well. Nothing's personal. You talk to them like a sibling. All 5 of us really do.
Yelling at each other during games and practice might be the only thing that isn't personal on the Spring Hill women's soccer team. That's because there are 2 sets of sisters on the squad. Twins Lori and Katie Pendergast are seniors along with Abby Gallon, And this year, both families added another member to the team when freshmen Madeline Gallen and Christy Pendergast started at Spring Hill.
I've always played with my twin sister, and we've done everything together, but it's fun to bring in the third one and be able to do that with her.
They were a major factor in why I came. We went to high school together for a year, and that was probably one of my most memorable years of high school, and we became really close, and so going to school with them again would just make us even closer, and I think it's pretty cool, and not many people can say they go to school with all their siblings.
It's pretty rare and it's pretty cool, to be honest. I didn't think it was going to happen even my senior year of high school between Lori and I, and then for 4 years later for my younger sister to come and join is pretty awesome.
Not to mention, these 5 young women have all known each other for much longer than their playing time together at Spring Hill. They also grew up together and went to the same high school in St. Louis, giving them a special connection beyond the game of soccer.
Spring Hill has a lot of St. Louis people, and with them it's kind of like home away from home. So I've played with Christy probably since 2nd grade on my select team, knew her all through grade school, and then went to high school with her. And the older twin sisters, I've played with them freshman year, and so it was fun. Like coming here, it's kind of like high school, but it's college, so it's cool.
It's nice because especially going to the same high school, we know like our background friends, our background teachers, like what we've been through, like same situations, same experiences. It really does feel like comfort.
It's really helpful. I came and didn't know many people but Madeline because we've known each other for a long time. And at the beginning of college, the first couple of weeks, it made life easier because I could go to her room and tell her about people from home, and like she'd understand and relate. And when I got homesick, she was part of home, so it made life easier.
It's very unique, because again, there's more than just a soccer connection. There's that family connection that they have, and so they feel for each other that you don't necessarily see until a team gets to know each other. So they've already developed that own chemistry.
Of course, their chemistry can also create rivalries, as siblings always want to outdo each other. Their competition on the pitch is no different, even if they won't admit it.
It's really fun, especially because we both play center mid together, so it's completely different than being far away on the field, because we get to like pass through each other and like kind of read each other. It really helps, I think, with the game.
I don't think it's that much competition. I mean, we both play the same position, and so it's kind of fun. It's not really competitive, I don't think.
More than anything, we probably all want to help each other. Like, we want each other to succeed, so we're more than willing to talk to each other and make each other step up because we want us all to do well.
It's not too competitive. We tell each other, like, we'll correct each other, but no one gets mad. It's just like playing with other teammates.
There are things that are easier in terms of, they're used to playing with each other. I don't have to teach them some of the things, and they can play off each other. I think the challenges that come into play is that they are sisters. And so when you become critical of one of them, the other one feels it, and you have to be aware of that. And that's some of the things that I have to take in consideration.
The opportunity to play soccer together one more time is one that all 5 women say they wouldn't trade. As with anything, you take the good with the bad, and for the Gallen and Pendergast sisters, it's been worth it.
I think there's a lot more benefits than challenges, but one would be not really having too much of your own space. Maybe when I go home, my whole family knows exactly what my college life has been like, and so that can be difficult, but I'd rather have it that way than the other way.
For the Southern States Showcase, I'm Chris Brenneman.
Now, John, on camera, they said, we're not that competitive.
Want to bet?
That's not exactly true. As soon as the camera turned off, my interview was better than your interview, so you can imagine how intense it gets during practice and games.
No doubt about it. Chris Brenneman, well done. Thank you very much. We come back, we will continue to tell you the story of Southern Polytechnic State University as the showcase continues after this.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at naia.org.
From Little League to the big leagues, Musco specializes in sports lighting around the world. Musco's light structure green sports lighting cuts operating costs in half with less energy use. Cuts spill light by half, provides guaranteed constant light levels, and includes a 25-year warranty. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
How do students decide which college or university to attend? Of course, it's based on your reputation, but their first impression of your campus is so important. How do you make that first impression count? By making sure every detail is attended to, with manicured grounds, immaculate maintained buildings, and a welcoming feeling throughout campus. National Management Resources Corporation provides exceptional facilities management services. We make sure that first impression is picture perfect.
The number one can make or break a great game. One hit.
And it's going back. It is out of here.
One goal. One shot. 1 second. When it comes to technology solutions, excellence is defined by one. One Path, competitively connected. One Path is proud to be the sponsor of excellence for the Southern States Athletic Conference.
On the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the fish are still biting. Our casinos are as exciting as ever, with 24-hour gaming and top-name entertainment. Our golf courses are open for play, and our seafood is as fresh as ever. There's plenty of fun for you and your family, and we welcome you with open arms. The Mississippi Gulf Coast, open for business, open for you. Book your visit today.
If you're a fan of the Southern States Athletic Conference, then bookmark SSACsports.com. Visit daily for the latest results, news, standings, and webcasts. Follow your favorite teams and conference at SSACsports.com.
Welcome back to the Southern States Showcase. We're here in the heart of the campus at Southern Poly, surrounded by buildings both old and new, symbolism of the entire campus.
No doubt about it. There's been a lot of growth here over the last dozen or so years, and there's going to be a lot more growth as they go forward. Let's catch you up on what's going on at Southern Polytechnic State University.
Southern Polytechnic has changed a great deal since its beginnings 50 years ago, and a growing campus that changes with the times is only a part of the dynamic, having increased enrollment 50% in the last 10 years alone, while keeping a cozy feel and shedding the commuter school moniker.
We really started as a commuter school. We've always had a small amount of on-campus housing, and it's fairly recent that we've expanded that. So I'm interested to hear you sort of observe that it seems more traditional. We're definitely moving in that direction. With more on-campus housing, we're able to accommodate more traditional students who are just graduating from high school and starting college here. And it's a real shift in our demographic, but one that we're very excited about.
And with the Dobbins Air Base and Lockheed Martin just down the street, literally, relationships Southern Poly has built with both have become a chapter to the school's success.
In fact, Lockheed Martin is the single largest employer of our graduates, and we've produced a lot of mechanical engineers and electrical engineers, and this is a way to expand the services that we provide for Lockheed Martin. We really have grown a number of our programs in response to the disciplines that they're interested in and the kind of graduates they want to hire.
Talking about growth, that's also the case possibly in the near future athletically. There's the thought around to expand by the end of the decade.
We've just finished putting together kind of a 5-year plan that does cause for some expansion, actually some aggressive expansion if we can get it to happen. We have to approve some fees and things like that, so that hopefully 5 years from now we'll have up to 8 sports on our campus, and also a new recreation facility that could house intercollegiate basketball also as well. So it could be some exciting times for us here.
But we have a plan to add a number of new men's and women's intercollegiate programs over the next several years. In part, our ability to do that will depend on student fee funding, because that's how we're able to fund our athletic programs. One of the things I'm very proud of that's happened since I've been here at Southern Polytechnic was that we added our first women's program. When I got here, there were no athletic opportunities for our women students, and so we We added women's basketball, and they've done incredibly well, and we're looking at adding both men's and women's programs in the near future.
But with what the Hornets have now, with only 4 sports, the NAIA has been served notice with their successes indoors and out.
Right, we've done really well the last 2 years. All 4 of our teams the last 2 years have made it to the national championship tournament. So we're pretty proud of that. There's eight times in a row going to the national tournament. And right now, men's soccer is in good shape to go again, so they're positioning themselves really well. So we could have 9 in a row going.
And having that big city feel and a stellar environment, the bridges they build around campus help the other side of the university life move forward, and the quality of the student carries the message.
And we're able to do that as a growing campus, increasing the size of our student population, but still maintaining that small campus feel. Small classes, strong interactions between students and faculty, and all of that in the academic programs is overlaid with the focus on the practical application of knowledge to solve real-world problems, so that by the time students graduate, they're ready to hit the ground running in the workforce, and we think of them as not just being job ready, but career ready. So Heather, it's great to see the expansion going on around campus, and it's going to be really cool to see how things progress in the next 5 years or so.
Good stuff, John. Thanks so much. Well, don't forget, this week it's the Ships in the Port. The soccer and volleyball championships going on in Gulfport, Mississippi. You want to be there, don't miss out. For more information, check out our website. It's ssacsports.com. All right, well, we have one more block to go, so don't go anywhere. The Southern State Showcase will return right after this. But first, it's the Players of the Week.
Players of the Week for the week of October 31st, starting off in men's soccer, Defensive Player of the Week, Greg Hartley from Belhaven. Men's soccer Offensive Player of the Week, it's Deshaun Brown from the University of Mobile. Women's soccer Defensive Player of the Week, Jessica Monarch from Faulkner. Women's soccer Offensive Player of the Week, Courtney Brinson from William Carey. And in volleyball from Spring Hill, it's Yiting Dow.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
From Little League to the big leagues, Musco specializes in sports lighting around the world. Musco's light structure green sports lighting cuts operating costs in half with less energy use, cuts spill light by half, provides guaranteed constant light levels, and includes a 25-year warranty. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
How do students decide which college or university to attend? Of course, it's based on your reputation, but their first impression of your campus is so important. How do you make that first impression count? By making sure every detail is attended to, with manicured grounds, immaculate maintained buildings, and a welcoming feeling throughout campus. National Management Resources Corporation provides exceptional facilities management services. We make sure that first impression is picture perfect.
The number 1 can make or break a great game. One hit.
And it's going back. It is out of here.
One goal. One shot. 1 second. When it comes to technology solutions, excellence is defined by one. One Path, competitively connected. One Path is proud to be the sponsor of excellence for the Southern States Athletic Conference.
On the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the fish are still biting. Our casinos are as exciting as ever, with 24-hour gaming and top-name entertainment. Our golf courses are open for play, and our seafood is as fresh as ever. There's plenty of fun for you and your family, and we welcome you with open arms. The Mississippi Gulf Coast, open for business, open for you. Book your visit today.
If you're a fan of the Southern States Athletic Conference, then bookmark SSACsports.com. Visit daily for the latest results, news, standings, and webcasts. Follow your favorite teams and conference at SSACsports.com.
Now here's a look at your rankings for the teams in the Southern States Athletic Conference as they appear in the NAIA. Welcome back. Last time around here on the Southern State Showcase, you just saw the rankings for the teams and the sports going on right now, and we are, Heather, at a place where another team is ranked consistently in baseball.
That's right. It's Sir Walter Kelly Field that we're at right now. The Hornets been conference champions. They've played in many, many regionals, of course, been to the World Series. Baseball season is always fun out here for the Hornets, and we can't wait to get started.
And speaking of that, next week we'll be at another baseball powerhouse down in Montgomery.
We're going to head to AUM, check out the campus there, and see how they're adjusting to their new mascot this year, the Warhawks. They're not the Senators anymore, so remember that. We're also going to profile William Carey head baseball coach Bobby Halford. He is just 5 wins shy of 900 for his career. He's had an outstanding career. We'll profile that next week.
Looking forward to it. For Heather Kirksey, I am John Nelson saying play safe, everybody. We'll see you next time from Montgomery.
If you're a fan of the Southern States Athletic Conference, then bookmark SSACsports.com. Visit daily for the latest results, news, standings, and webcasts. Follow your favorite teams and conference at SSACsports.com.
On the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the fish are still biting. Our casinos are as exciting as ever, with 24-hour gaming and top-name entertainment. Our golf courses are open for play, and our seafood is as fresh as ever. There's plenty of fun for you and your family, and we welcome you with open arms. The Mississippi Gulf Coast, open for business, open for you. Book your visit today.
From Little League to the big leagues, Musco specializes in sports lighting around the world. Musco's light structure green sports lighting cuts operating costs in half with less energy use, cuts spill light by half, provides guaranteed constant light levels, and includes a 25-year warranty. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
How do students decide which college or university to attend? Of course, it's based on your reputation, but their first impression of your campus is so important. How do you make that first impression count? By making sure every detail is attended to, with manicured grounds, immaculate maintained buildings, and a welcoming feeling throughout campus. National Management Resources Corporation provides exceptional facilities management services. We make sure that first impression is picture perfect.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
On the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the fish are still biting. Our casinos are as exciting as ever with 24-hour gaming and top-name entertainment. Our golf courses are open for play, and our seafood is as fresh as ever. There's plenty of fun for you and your family, and we welcome you with open arms. The Mississippi Gulf Coast, open for business, open for you. Book your visit today.